Earlier this year, I released Hartlepool Born and Bred, which was a Mick Sorby story, and it's went really, really well. It's like it's almost made the town of Hartlepool literally sit up. Um, and Mick is an absolute pleasure to work with. Got such a great story. He's going to be on Sean Atwood in the next couple of weeks. We filmed it last in a month or so, and but anyway, we've decided we're going to do a Hartlepool 2 book. The first book, it was kind of like evolved around Mick Sorby's life, but this sequel is going to be like tales of the town of Hartlepool. I'm going to be speaking to Mick again, a gentleman called Algie, Hartlepool character, and Philly Tobin. So the three of us, well, the four of us together, we're going to like, it's not going to be about Mick's life this time. It's just going to be basically about the history of Hartlepool, if you like, the town, the culture, lots of funny stories, lots of the old characters in Hartlepool who are very well known. I've heard all about Josie Jenkins. Apparently anyone who's from Hartlepool over the age of 40 will know who Josie Jenkins was. It'll talk about a lot of, you know, murders in the town that's happened, a lot of robberies, if you like, a lot of you know, Hartlepool predominantly is a town that's kind of had it rough, and it's one of the most northern towns. And you know, I've noticed, obviously for the last 30 years, when I was growing up as like an amateur boxer, there was always standout fighters in Hartlepool. So the town has like an illustrious heritage, if you like, of boxing, whether that be amateur or pro. Obviously your pros, you've got your Dave Garsides, your Michael Hunters, your Stuart Lithgows, the Feeney brothers, George Bowes, and yeah, there's some hell of unbelievable amateurs that never turned over. Your James Rooney's, your Ian Coopers, your Davy Robsons, your Davy Carters, and yeah, Hartlepool's, it's an interesting little place, and I just think the first book deserved a sequel. I think it's been well got. Lots of people have bought it. Lots of people like Mick Sorby. Lots of people over the years have said, well, when Mick was on the door, we knew he was safe. So the second book, obviously Mick will be involved in it, but it's going to be like the town of Hartlepool. Why did they get called monkey hangers? Jeff Stelling always bangs on about Hartlepool, but it's much more than that. It's, you know, it's a town that's hasn't had it easy in the work drying up, and you know, I think that's been a lot for the rise in crime over the years, people on drugs. But basically, this book is, if you're from Hartlepool, you're going to absolutely love it. So I'm going to start it with Mick, Philly Tobin, and Algie in about another 2 weeks. And Hartlepool Born and Bred 2, we'll have this out before Christmas. This video is on YouTube. If you want any more information, give me a follow on Twitter at JamieBoyle10, or follow the Jamie Boyle author page. There'll be a Hartlepool page going up in the next week or so. As I said, it's the books have been well gotten. As soon as we did the first one, there was a lot of people that said there's got to be another one, and there's certainly so much goes on in Hartlepool that would merit a second book, if you like. It's certainly an interesting place. I grew up not too far away from it, 12-14 miles in Middlesbrough, and there was always, you know, a massive history with the boxing. Hartlepool Catholic, Hartlepool Welfare, the Manor, the Headlands. It's you know, obviously that's just boxing, and yeah, you know, we're going to cover everything. So as I said, if anyone's from Hartlepool, this book will be an absolute must. So keep an eye out for Hartlepool Born and Bred 2, the sequel to Mick Sorby's first book, Hartlepool Born and Bred. That was released in February. You can get that book from Amazon, £4.95 via Kindle. It's going to be on the audio book and very shortly, and obviously the paperback is £12.95. So if you're from Hartlepool or you've got an interest in the venerable little place, very very northern, very a tough teak town. I find that people from Hartlepool have great senses of humour. You know, speaking to Mick, and it's just they're really excited. They've sat there and they've got stories after stories of, you know, oh, this was 30 years ago, or this was 20 years ago, or in that Images nightclub, or Church Lane, and you know, it's just as I said, if you're from Hartlepool or have any connection with the town, then this book will be an absolute must. Don't forget to click and subscribe, guys, and yeah, there's going to be more Hartlepool books coming soon.